Hey guys, Stephen Cox here, and I gotta admit it, I failed. My goal for the whole entire year, from May 8, 2018 to May 8, 2019, was to make six figures from music within a year. And that's the whole name of this channel, that's everything, right? And I had a plan, I had a spreadsheet that gave me more than enough ways to do it. A lot of them seemed pretty realistic. They just required me to put in some work that I didn't put in, just to be honest. I think that those ways do work, and I think that if I had followed through on any one of those ways and just pushed everything else aside, that I would have gotten there. But the ones that made the most sense in that way were the ones I didn't really want to do the most. So I've been teaching for a long time, and I was thinking Skype lessons would be a really great way to do it, because I'm pretty confident that I can charge $1 a minute. So that would be $60 an hour in probably 30-minute increments, and I feel like I'm worth at least that because of what I've been doing and the fact that I'm one of the very few U-based specific teachers. However, I didn't want to do the marketing, so I didn't do the marketing. I could have spent money on Facebook ads. I could have put a button on my website for PayPal. I could have made a schedule and gotten some scheduling software, but I didn't. So therefore, I only taught what Skype lessons came to me, and that was through my buddy's site. And I taught about 3 or 4 Skype lessons. So that was out. And then, in addition to that, I could have gigged a lot, right? I could have spent all my time booking, because in order to get the gigs that pay $300 and up, you have to book a lot. So I could have spent May, June, July, August of last year booking gigs that paid exclusively $300 and up, and maybe I would have been able to get close there, close enough to where my teaching gig and maybe then after that the touring could have made up the difference. But yet again, I didn't really feel like booking, and I didn't really put the time in to find a really good booking agent, so that fell through as well. So I guess the point of this is I made the choice not to do the things that would make six figures, and I did them because they were stressful. I did them because I had other goals that were actually, looking back on it, more important than the six figures, and I'm glad that I did what I did. If I had been trying to make six figures, I would not have gone on tour. I would not have done a musical this year. I would not have gotten to go to do NAMM, because none of those specific things would have really gotten me there. But I chose to do those because I wanted to. And then making a video one a week for an entire year, I could have made more off of that venture had I spent more time on it and spent a little more effort on it, and probably some money advertising. What little money I did spend advertising on one video made back that money from that one video, and I can trace that. So it kind of would have made sense to sink more into it and see if it would have profited if I had just experimented with it and gotten better at it. But yet again, I didn't. So I think the other reason that I didn't do it was because there wasn't a need for it. I wasn't $100,000 in debt or something and needed the money really bad. So I just didn't work that hard. There was no fire I was trying to get out of. I'm trying to stay afloat, get out of debt, and currently, after all the work that I've done, right now I have a positive net worth in the hundreds. So I had a lot of debt. You know, I have a car still that I'm making payments on, but technically I have enough money to pay off that car. Technically the house is worth more than I owe on it, so I don't really count that as debt or part of my net worth, because if I were to sell it, I'd have to pay off fees in order to do so, so I think they pretty much cancel each other out. But that was more important to me, to get to the point where I'm not needing debt, where I'm not, you know, going through needing other loans, doing this, that, and the other, or where I could pay off the car if I want to, and I think that's my next goal, is to be able to do that. So, sorry this is such a long-winded video, but if you're trying to make a goal happen, that goal needs to be the biggest goal in your eyesight. So, and until you achieve that goal, nothing else is around. But chances are, the reason that you're not achieving the goal is because you have other goals, other values that are more important to you than that goal. So just look into that, think about that when you're viewing your next goal. But For now, I'm going to keep trying to incrementally raise my income, and I'm going to try to do it with more music performance and more YouTube and online stuff and less teaching. Now, I might still venture, who knows, maybe I'll get the motivation to want to do the Skype lessons more, but for right now, I'm just kind of enjoying where I'm at, doing a video a week, teaching a little bit, which is about to change. I'm about to stop teaching even as much as I am, and then trying to find more musicals, trying to find more gigs, and just more opportunities in different areas. So, yeah, I just thought I would make a video letting you guys know why I didn't achieve my goal. I'm still going to keep the name up because maybe in the future I'll get more motivated about it and push forward on it just for fun, you know. But for now, the results. I ended up making exactly what I made the previous years, which is $42,000. I know that's very transparent. So I was really only 40% or 42% the way to my goal. So, you know, I didn't really do anything much harder. I just did different things to make the money. Alright, well, I hope that answers some questions. I hope that doesn't demotivate you, because I think sometimes when you're doing a big goal, you find out that you actually have other goals that are more important to you. So it's still a growing process. It's still important. It's just knowing what motivates you and what doesn't. And I guess money's not really the thing that motivates me. Alright, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.